Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to chat with you guys about 5 reasons our grocery bill has been so high. Let's get started and talk about it. And I'm going to start off by saying this. I'm not willing to raise our grocery budget because I narrowed down why it's high. I'm going to share those reasons with you, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do about it going forward. The good news is I was under grocery budget for August, under $500. But for a family of 3, it's $500 a month. That includes all food. That does not include toiletries, but that does include all lunch stuff. Remember, our family does not go out to eat. Many people will say, oh, I have a $300 grocery budget. Nothing against them, but maybe they go out to eat several days a week. They might buy lunches out. They might go out to eat in the evenings a couple times a week. So you have to kind of figure that in too. This is all of our food, okay? So these are the reasons it's gone high, but I am not willing to raise it. I want to put together some ideas of how I can stay under our grocery budget. Okay, the first is when I broke my neck last June, my husband started coming to the store with me. When you bring anyone to the store with you, whether it's, and I've heard this before, whether it's a spouse, one of your children, the cat down the street, it doesn't matter. You're going to end up spending more money many times because everybody's putting stuff in the cart. So if my husband's going to come with me, which brings me to number 2 already, is he's going to be standing near me and using a calculator, because many times I add up in my head what I think is in my cart, but then I get distracted and it doesn't work. So if I'm going to be doing it by myself, I need to use a calculator, or if my husband's with me, he needs to be using a calculator and adding stuff up as we go along so I know what I'm spending. Because when I get up to the register, I have a guesstimate about what I'm spending. And it used to be a lot of times I was under what I thought I was spending, but nowadays I'm always spending more than what I think it's going to be. And so that's been a little disappointing, but the only way is to use your calculator to know what you're spending. And so if my husband's going to come with, we've got to do that. Number 3, many times I grocery shop after I do a couple product demos, so I'm tired and I'm rushing. And when you rush, you make mistakes. You might even not be thinking a whole lot. You're thirsty, you're tired, you're hungry, and you throw things into the cart. And so I think it's because I'm rushing. And, I tell, oh, Al, go grab this. Oh, Al, go get this. And you've got 2 people throwing things in the cart, and you're not adding up. You're not being mindful and taking time. Number 4, and I know this, many of you have gotten on to me about it, even though I do a lot of cooking. I do a lot of cooking and baking. As a matter of fact, today I made 2 breakfast casseroles. I'm going to actually make a pear bread for breakfast today. And then I made some hard-boiled eggs. I also made a slow cooker meal. So I do a lot of cooking and meal prepping, but I do buy convenience foods, and those do cost more. For example, I might buy some of those little small portion-controlled yogurts. I will buy the portion-controlled jellos or puddings and put them in my lunch, and that stuff does add up. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with having some of those things. Maybe some of them I can maybe make myself and put into a container and bring with me. That might be an option, but I do buy a lot of convenience foods. And number 5, this is big, a lot of mini grocery trips. So an example is, I'll be at my demo, and afterwards they're like, oh, we're running low on bread, and I'll pick that up. All of that stuff adds up, and so it can add up pretty quickly. So these are some of the things. I really want to minimize the mini grocery trips and make sure I'm stocked up on the things that we run out of. And just simply take more time while I shop, because I think the rushing is a big deal. And so if I can, go to my demo a little bit earlier than what I have been, get off a little bit earlier, start my grocery shopping earlier, and take a little more time, make sure we're using our calculator. I think with more careful planning, I think that budget is extremely doable. That's why I'm not willing to raise it. So these are 5 reasons our budget's gotten higher. For me, I don't want to use an excuse that, oh, prices are higher. Yes, prices are higher, but I want to challenge myself to see what can I do with more careful planning and time management. That's all I have to say for now. Let me know how you're saving money at the grocery store. I love you, I appreciate you, and I sure hope to see you on tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye.